So most underground artists think that they have a fan problem. They believe the reason they're not making money is because they don't have enough followers. So they spend all their time chasing more streams, more views, and more followers. But what if the real problem is not the number of fans you have, it's what you do with the fans that you actually have. So today I want to break down something that kind of changed the way I think about music as an independent artist. I call it the fan to buyer system. So over the next couple minutes, I'm going to explain why most underground artists make $0 from their fans, and how you can start, turning the audience that you already have into people who actually support your music and pay for your music. So one of the biggest myths in the independent music world is that followers equal money. Like artists think that if they hit just 10,000 followers, everything is going to suddenly change for them. But here's the reality, right? There are artists out here that have 50,000 followers, making almost no money. At the same time, there are artists with 1,000 followers and they're making real income from their music. So what's the difference, right? So the difference is not talent. The difference isn't marketing or a marketing budget. The difference is the system that they're using to make that money and sell that music, right? Most artists use social media like a billboard. So they post their song, they tell people to stream it, they drop the link, and then they hope something happens, right? But streams don't pay shit. And even if your song hits, let's say, 100,000 streams, you might only earn a few $100s, right? Now compare that to this. Like if just 30 fans bought something from you for $10, you would make $300 instantly, right? And that's the difference between passive listeners and active supporters. So social media platforms are powerful for discovery, like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. They can introduce your music to thousands of people, but there's a huge problem that most artists ignore. You don't control your audience, right? The algorithm decides who sees your post. Like your followers may never even hear your music once you release it because of the algorithm. So every time you drop a new song, you're basically starting from scratch. So think about it like this, right? Imagine like performing in a show in front of a crowd of people, and the crowd loves your music, right? They cheer for you, they vibe with the performance that you're doing, like everything is dope. And then when the show ends, they disappear. You have no way to reach those people again. Like this is what happens when you rely only on social media and streaming platforms to get your music out there. Like the artists who build real careers understand something different. They build direct relationships with their fans. So this is where the fan to buyer system comes in, right? The goal is very simple. Instead of treating your audience like passive listeners, you build a path that turns them into supporters and people who pay for your music, right? And the system works in 5 simple steps. The first step is attracting fans. This is where social media still plays a role. Like you post content, share your music, you share your personality, you share your creative process. Step two is capturing the relationship. So instead of sending fans to Spotify or wherever, you give them a reason to join your world directly. This could be something like an unreleased exclusive song or behind the scenes footage or early access to new music or new videos or whatever it is that you're trying to promote, right? Step three is building the relationship. So once someone joins your fan list, you you can communicate with that person directly, right? You share updates, you tell stories, you tell behind the music stuff, you give them a deeper look into who you are and your journey as an artist. Step four, I would say, is making an offer. And this is where most artists feel uncomfortable. But the truth is, fans want to support the artists that they love. Like the key is offering something that's meaningful. So this could be exclusive songs, special bundles, or limited releases that they can't get anywhere else. Step five, I would say, is automation. Like once the system works, you can repeat it every time you release music. So another big misconception that artists have is that they need a huge audience before they can start to monetize that audience. But the truth is, small audiences can be extremely powerful when it comes to selling and making money with your music. So let's say you got 1,000 followers and 10% of those followers become real fans that join your list. That's 100 people, right? And if 10% of those fans, support your music, financially, that's 10 buyers. If those 10 buyers spend $10 on your music, that's $100 from a simple small release. Now imagine you repeat that every time you drop music. Over time, those numbers grow because your fan base grows and your system, it improves because you're refining it and you're refining it so you get to the point where everything is working for you. So as an independent producer and artist myself, I realized something important. Streams are great for exposure, but they don't build a sustainable career by themselves. So I decided to start experimenting with this system and documenting everything in real time. So on this channel, I'm going to show you exactly what happens when I apply the fan to buyer system to my own music, right? So I'm going to show you the funnels I build, the offers I create, and the results that come from those things that I'm building. My goal isn't just to talk about theory. My goal is to prove that underground artists can turn their existing followers into supporters who actually buy music. The biggest shift you need to make this happen is you got to stop focusing on getting more listeners and start focusing on building real fans. Like, listeners stream your song once, fans support your journey, fans buy your music, fans share your work with other people, fans show up over and over again to support you. So if you focus on building that kind of relationship with your audience becomes much more valuable and much more than just, a number on some platform. So if you're an underground artist who feels like you have followers, but you're not making money from your music, you're not alone. Like, most artists are stuck in that exact same situation. The good news is you don't need 1 million followers to start building a real music career that pays you. You just need the right system. And that is exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to explore building that perfect system. So on this channel, I'm documenting how independent artists can turn followers into paying fans using my fan to buyer system. So if you're serious about building a sustainable music career, this is something that you need to understand. And this is just the beginning of the journey. So if you want to learn the exact system on how to turn followers into paying fans, you can download this free book I put out the other day. It's called How Indie Artists Turn 1,000 Followers into Paying Fans. It's super short. The link is in the description below. This guide is short. It breaks down the whole fan to buyer system step by step, so you can start building your own fan monetization system today. That's about it. It's your boy Kush. I will see you on the next video. Peace.